Another chiller. I made it here. Well, it's April, and this is Chiller, and this is the first day, and I'm going to check out Chiller and see what I can find. There's some friends in there I haven't seen in a while, and some new people to meet. So, take a walk with me into Chiller, and let's see what we can get into in the way of Zenbach's forte.
Warning! My sensors indicate an intruder is present. Danger!
Hey, this is Ann Lockhart from Battlestar Galactica. God bless you, Zimbuk.
Konnichiwa. Welcome to the stage. Apollo's Smile, the live-action anime.
Now for a taste of things to come.
Hi, I am Zenbach, and you are.
Destiny of Darkside Incorporated.
And you are.
And I'm Hunter Q of Darkside Incorporated, Chairman of the Board.
Chairman of the Board. And you are.
I am Amodious.
And you are.
I am the demon Belial.
We are the world's only Gothic tag team in professional wrestling today. You can see us anywhere, in Baltimore, in New Jersey, and New York, and there's not a team out there that can take these two guys. So, whenever you see Darkside Incorporated, and you see Darkside Demons on the marquee, you come on in and check it out, because I promise you, there'll be blood that night.
So, you guys, where you go, there's mayhem and blood. Is that the deal?
If you like blood, you come out and see the Demons. You'll see more red than you've ever seen in your life.
Gosh, I heard you got Tom Savini with his blood films beat, you know. So, you guys are going to be wrestling out in New York soon, or are you coming out this way?
We'll be wrestling at the Astoria Sports Complex at the end of May. We don't know exactly when. The date hasn't been set yet. They have to make sure that they can have all the rescue squads there, because when we hit there, you know that there's going to be blood, there's going to be death, and there's going to be lots of broken bones.
Who are the challengers, the victims, I mean, you know?
They haven't decided yet. Usually what they do is draw straws, and the losers are the ones that have to go in against us.
All righty. Well, I appreciate your time and telling my viewers, and
by the way there, say hi to Mr. Spock for me on your way home, will you?
I certainly will. I certainly will. And you take care, you guys. You know, I definitely don't think I want to mess around with these guys.
Hi, my name is Christy Napoli.
My name is Ron Matadou.
Tell us why you're here.
Okay, well, I really came to see the man Zacherly because I grew up watching him and I love him and I think he's great. His personality is fantastic. I came from the Bronx and we all grew up watching Zacherly. And that's why I'm here. Besides, my brother paid for my ticket. Here you go.
I'm here because it's my birthday and this nutcase told me to come with her.
So happy birthday to Ron. Just one more thing to all my friends on Southern Boulevard and Tremont Avenue and Arthur Avenue. Hi, guys. If you still want it, here I am. Bye.
Oh, we're back at it. Sneak in, my boy. Sneak in here.
How you doing?
Well, we're doing all right, you know. We're not getting any younger, my boy.
Well, you know, listen.
Have you noticed I'm leaning on you right this moment? Eh?
Yeah, listen.
So don't step away quickly or I'll be on the floor.
I won't do that, Zach. I was checking into real estate the other day, and I came across this ad for Ghoulville. They're still selling those plots.
Oh,
yeah, still a good buy.
Ghoulville. What is that? It's an old song, isn't it?
Yeah, an old song.
Yes. Ghoulville. Oh, real estate song. Selling lots. I do remember.
Yes.
Grand old song. It was an early commercial back in Transylvania.
Many times.
Singing commercial. One of the few that, you know.
I heard out in space. They're still playing up there. Yeah, it's radiated right off the Earth and all.
He spends a lot of time out there in space, you know.
Yeah, I do. That's true. That's true. I talked to a friend of mine in Huntington. Has a place called IMAC.
Huh.
And they did a show for charity a few months ago for a breast cancer fundraiser for the cure.
Yes.
And the man was telling me he was a fan of yours.
Oh.
You know. So I don't know if you ever want to do a show, but there's a place. Just I know you're not maybe into it, but just let you know we do have a place.
All right.
You know, just think about it. So tell
on the Long Island, right?
Long Island, yeah. They got a big screen, drop down some movies for you, and the whole bit.
Wow.
Think about it.
That sounds very exciting.
I'd love to do it. I'd like to think about it.
I'd like to go out there and splash around in the ocean occasionally, you know. And
that slime that's still there. You know, it's still there. It's still there. That Jones Beach still there.
No, I go to Zach's Bay.
Zach's Bay. Oh, yes. You got a bay after yourself.
I do indeed.
Yeah, I don't have a bay after myself.
They were going to call it Jones Beach, but they gave me a bay.
Yeah, well, you know, they got a theater there, too.
Yeah, they do.
You should play the theater, too.
Old Jones, I knew him in the old days, you know, and they decided he got the name, and then they said, well, we'll give you the bay.
I heard he was a sinker. Yes, he
Couldn't
was.
swim from here to there.
Yeah. So I see we've got some reissues, some tapes and stuff, and a few things I haven't seen before.
Yes, yes. Well, some of them are new to me, to tell the truth.
Really?
Yes.
So, any news on Transylvania these days?
No. They've been in another revolution since we last met, but things are about the same, It's still the werewolves versus vampires and all those kind of things. It's very strange. And it's part of Romania,
Romania?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
It gets back and forth between Yugoslavia, I think in the old days owned it, and whoever wins the war gets Transylvania back again.
What a prize, huh?
It goes back and forth from the First World War and the Second World War, and now it's a part of Romania, I believe.
Really? Well, they're good with Olympic stuff. They got a lot of Olympic sports,
Oh, little girls on trampolines.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Fantastic sport. I love it all the time.
Yes.
So how you find Chiller? Your crowd, your line is humongous. You always got the largest line.
Well, we have a lot of fun here. We really do.
Last time I saw you,
dealing with folks who have memories of the early '60s when I was doing the films, on TV.
Well, you should be doing them still. I keep telling you that. I keep telling you that.
I'm sitting still a lot, if that's any help.
Oh, he's not. He's full of life. I'm sorry, I insulted you.
How's your little boy?
Tybach's doing good. He's stuck on a planet right now of Amazoid. And
Really?
I'm going to see if I get Apollo's smile. I think you might have seen a glimpse of her. To go get him. Apollo.
Hey.
Hey, how you doing?
Konnichiwa.
Hi. Listen, I need a quick favor from you.
What's that?
Tybach's in trouble.
No.
Yeah, he took the time machine, and the time machine came back without him, and his last setting was the planet Amazoid.
Amazoid? Oh, no.
As a guy, I can't go there.
That's true.
I need a warrior to go get him. Can you do it?
I can do it.
All right.
I can help you.
All right, now listen, I got the coordinates locked with the beaming.
Okay.
All right, so
Okay.
we're going to beam you there.
Okay.
And then what we can do is time-wise beam you right back to now, so you won't miss Chiller.
Sounds good. Yes,
All right,
I
and then
can't miss Chiller.
I know, and I got to talk to you about Chiller, but I got to get him back to the ship.
Yeah, we have to
All right,
rescue him.
so I want to get him to beam back to the ship. When he
Okay.
gets there, he knows what to do on the ship.
Gotcha.
I trust him. He's cool.
Gotcha.
All right, here we go. All right,
Hey.
hold on.
My name's Jeff Petarelli, and I am a commercial illustrator, but I specialize more in the horror, fantasy, science fiction type of artwork. And I have a few things here at the Chiller Thetare exhibit, and I'd like to maybe talk a little bit about them. First of all, I've been painting for about 15 years. I got my start through a lot of horror movies. I've done a lot of B-film video boxes and stuff like that. Just always been a fan of the stuff. And now after all these years of painting, I'm finally getting my due, I guess. The last issue of Chiller Thetare, I did the cover for that, and that was a takeoff on Alien 4 Resurrection. I've also done some things for a movie called Return of the Living Dead 3, which is the piece over here on the wall. Collage I did for a Godzilla convention in Chicago. And in that piece, I incorporated all the classic Godzillas from the last, I believe, 30 years is how long it's been around. The piece back here is called Anakin Skywalker. It was done for Lucasfilms as an international poster, and they were quite pleased with it. And what they did is they brought me out to Skywalker Ranch, and they said, "Bring your camera." They brought me into a room where they had a life-size mannequin of Darth Vader, and they said, take all the pictures you want, and we'll give you some stills, and that's what you need to work from. They gave me roughly about 24 hours to do the painting. Comic book work. There's a comic book called Dark Child, and the latest issue it's a Dark Child swimsuit issue, a takeoff on Sports Illustrated, of course, and that's what this piece is here. And Dark Child is a character who in her nightmares becomes those characters, and I've had her turned into a bat creature. That's why she has bat wings here. Roses is sort of a thing that ties in with her character also. And this is the current cover for the Chiller Thetare magazine, the Bride of Frankenstein, which was filmed in black and white, and the black and white photos I used as reference, I turned them into color. Everything I do pretty much is what I enjoy. I'm very lucky to have gotten to that point in my life.
Zembach, how's it going?
Hola, Zembach. Fans, ladies and gentlemen, fellow Klingons, worshippers of Seinfeld and Captain Galaxy from Quantum Leap. I'm here at Chiller Convention on Saturday, April what?
What are we, the 25th?
I mean, you should know. You're a Vulcan.
No, I'm lost in time.
You're
I'm lost in time.
space.
I'm well timed.
What's your time? What's your name?
My name is Zenbach.
Zenbach. When I played that Klingon on that two-part Star Trek right over here, Forbidden Planet, not Forbidden Planet, Birthright 1 and 2, my name was Lockhart. Do you know the actor Michael Dorn? Very fine actor. I was supposedly Michael Dorn's father. And he goes to the Rommulan planet in search of his father, who was one of the very few Klingons that was drugged and imprisoned and didn't want to leave that particular area of space because, as you know, in the Klingon tribe, you must die with honor. You must come back home on your shield if you're in battle. After some of these conventions, do you come back home on your shield?
I beam back home, yeah.
Oh, you beam.
I beam, yeah.
What part of the world are you? Oh, you beam.
I beam. I'm a beam, yeah, I beam.
He's a beamer.
I'm a beamer. Yeah, we do beams. We do that. Yes,
yeah,
we do.
You know what does BMW mean in New York? You know what that means, Rich. What does BMW mean in New York?
I'm not going to touch that line.
What? Break my window. Well, upcoming, let's see, I'm very saddened, I got to tell you, and for a particular reason. Seinfeld, on which I appeared for 3 seasons as Wilhelm, George's boss at the Yankees, as you all know, is tune in on May 14th, the final episode. But it was very important to actors like myself with gray hair, because it was the only show on television that consistently employed not only minorities, but minorities of every sort, minorities of color, minorities of age, minorities of size. I mean, consistently in running parts, recurring parts, and in guest star roles. And that's gone. It's the only show, it's a huge void that's left in television, because I want to ask you something. Other than Seinfeld, what other shows have you seen on the air that employ a lot of character actors, or ethnic groups, or people of different sizes and shapes and so forth? You name me 2.
I think the only thing I usually watched was Saturday Night Live that had a combination, but not on a sitcom.
You've seen gray-haired stand-up comics that are just getting started on Saturday Night Live? No. That must be on another planet.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I guess you're right.
I'm right.
Yeah, definitely.
Give me $2.
All right, yes. I give $10. You take $10?
No, I won't. I won't take 10. I only take
the $10.
But it has to be a $2 bill. You got any $2 bills?
No, I traded the 2 of them for a $4 bill.
Where are we going out, by the way? Where does all of this?
We're doing East Hampton into Suffolk through Nassau, and from Nassau we even get into Manhattan.
Well, let me tell you then. East Hampton, I had a wonderful experience in East Hampton years ago as a young actor. I did a Frederick Knott play. Frederick Knott wrote Dial M for Murder. I did a play that he wrote called Write Me a Murder with Dina Merrill. And we opened in East Hampton, and Jack Manning directed it, and we went on a summer tour, and I had a wonderful time in East Hampton. I loved it. This is in the 50s, when it was affordable. It was all you folks there in East Hampton, you may remember that. And now I spend as much time as I can. My son and I, we have friends out in Montauk. And I go fishing. We go fishing on occasion out there, which is quite spectacular. Now, do you have any questions you'd like to ask me?
Well, what I'd like
to
I get the mic. Do you have any advice for an old upcoming actor, which is where I fit in?
Yes, learn how to cook. Because when you're an old upcoming actor, that means you're going to be unemployed for a long time. And in order to survive, you must learn how to cook, because you won't be able to afford to eat out. And something else, anybody going into this business, really, 2 things I would advise. Learn how to cook, number 1. get a survival job, number 2. And the third, no, there are 3. But actually the most important thing for anyone in any business is to get a craft. I mean, if you're going to be a carpenter, an actor, a businessman, you got to go and get those learning skills from whatever school or from whatever coach you can. I mean, if you have a good natural voice or a good way with people or you have a flair for something, and especially when you're young. A lot of actors I know, you know John Mahoney on, what's a show? Frasier. John Mahoney on Frasier. He didn't start till he was 42 years old. So, but you've got to want it more than anything in the world. You've got to want it so bad that you can't sleep nights. But wanting it isn't enough. You've got to work your butt off, because it's nothing for nothing. Everybody today wants, you know, instant gratification. They want results, but they don't want to do the work. Like you? Well, you're a musician.
I play.
What instrument?
Synthesizer and guitar.
Okay, let me ask you something. Did you just walk in and start playing it? How long did you study? You can talk on the mic.
Okay. Yeah, as far as my show. Well, I've been playing for about 20 years. Yeah.
Oh, there. Yeah. Now, when you were a kid, did you take lessons?
Nope. Self-taught.
That's another thing. See, people want bodies quick. They want a career quick. Everything is gimme, 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 quick, quick, quick. So get your craft. You know that. It took you 20 years. Would you still say you're a student of music?
I'll always be a student.
Yeah, and I'll always be a student. Yeah. What about you, Rich?
The cameraman's got a yes. Let me ask you, in acting, how do you find acting and mixing that and being a dad? Is it beneficial or is it getting away?
I got to tell you, no. With an actor, you either have no time at all for your children or you have a lot of time. So, I mean, when I had a lot of time, I really loved coming home every day, you know, and being with my son and my daughter and wrestling and everything. But as a young actor, you had to take what you could get, which took you out of town a lot. So there were a lot of long separations. And then I reached a point when Rick went in the first grade that I said, I'm not going on the road no more, because you gotta be home. You gotta be home. But also the business too. There's even though you're not aware of it, you try to. There's a. I don't know if the word is selfish, but no, it isn't selfish. You are so possessed and so into yourself that oftentimes, not purposely, you're not aware of the people around you and the care and love that is needed. So you got to work hard every single day to realize that you are not the center of the universe. You know, that there are other people that are of great or greater importance around you. It's you got to be careful about that.
You find in the acting there's like emotional highs and lows that are extreme?
Oh, there's the emotional highs and lows. Not only that, the employment highs and employment lows. I'm going into my 50th year. I started in high school. I was a musician. I was a drummer. Then I got into a musical and I apprenticed and all that. But it doesn't get any easier. 50% of the time I'm offered the job. You see, I'm what they call a journeyman actor. I never became a big star. But I've done a lot of fine character roles, and I'm very grateful for it. But it doesn't get any easier. But you have to really want to do it, and you have to, don't ever take a job that you're not going to enjoy doing. And, you know, save your money, love your wife, be good to your kids, keep your brain alive, keep studying, work out, ride a bike, play golf.
Unfortunately, they're at peak. They're at peak. How you doing?
I'm doing fine.
Yeah, you got the biggest line I've ever seen here. My goodness.
This fan turnout is just so incredible.
You know, last time we missed, but I heard you were working on another movie.
Yes, we went and did a double feature for Jess Franco in Spain. We have The Lust for Frankenstein and Marie Cookie and the Killer Tarantula.
The Killer Tarantula, yeah?
Yes.
Who had the lust for Frankenstein? Did you have the lust for Frankenstein?
I had a lust going on, I suppose. Yes, I did. But now you got to get the movie to find out.
When are these going to be released, you know?
I believe in August. August 98.
Ah, so August you're going to be out on the big screen.
Yes, I believe so. Another skeleton in my closet, so to speak.
Yeah, well, as I said to you last time, your stuff is looking good. And as far as the cards you got there, I want to just take the whole pile. I always tell her that.
I'm going to have to take it out and trade.
Yeah, right. She won't take Zen bucks from me, though. But, alrighty. Well, I just wanted to thank you for your time.
Oh, thank you so
very
much. It's my pleasure.
Thank you.
Pleasure's all mine.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, Zenbach. I'm Andy Varga from Clifton, New Jersey.
So, what are you doing at Chiller, and what are you doing here and talking about?
Well, I got a table here at Chiller this afternoon, and I'm actually seeking donations for, it's called the GTE Big Ride Across America. It's going to be the world's largest crossing of America by bicycle, in American history. I'm going from Seattle, Washington to Washington, D.C.
On one bike?
Yeah, on one bicycle, yeah. It's 3,000 miles, 6.5-week journey.
How many tires do you think you'll go through on that?
Probably not too many,
Really? What do you have, like set points you plan to get to a certain point to rest, or it's...
Yeah, there's going to be periodic rest stops, throughout the day. I'll probably have to do anywhere between 80 or 100 miles a day.
You must be in great shape.
Yeah, well, I'm getting there.
Now, how long does it take to do this?
It's tentatively scheduled for 6.5 weeks. I'm leaving June 15th to August 1st this summer.
So what do you do if it rains? You bike?
Cycling in the rain as well, camping out every night, preparing my own meals,
So you carry some of that stuff with you?
It's going to be a fully supported ride. They're going to have, a SAG crew there, which is supporting gear, in case you break down, if you need a tire.
How many people bike?
It's going to be 1,000 people.
1,000 people traveling?
1,000 people.
Wow, that's has it ever been done before like this?
It's never been done before.
Really? What gave you the idea?
Well, it's for a good cause. It's for the American Lung Association, and I myself being an ex-smoker, I decided, to take up the cause and just, get physically fit and, try to donate some money.
Right.
They say, today,
they say if you give up smoking, you can live longer.
That's what they say.
Well, I appreciate your time.
Hey, thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
You take care. And I'm going to check out over here. I see a few more friends at Chiller on Zenbox Forte. Erin, how you doing?
I'm great. Nice to see you again.
Yeah, I see you again. Last time on my show, we beamed out. We went in separate directions.
We did.
Yeah, we did. And that was I guess that was in Maryland, so we're back in Jersey again. And I just wanted to say hello. And some of my fans asked me to ask you to please put the thought out on a sequel to the show.
There's been talk about a new movie. Penny Marshall's company has the rights to a Bewitched feature film. So I would say in the next couple years there will be one. Film, and then after that it'll probably progress into a series.
I like that idea. I like that idea. So you keep them busy on the schedule, huh?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, we seem to bump into each other everywhere. Well, I'm not going to tie you up. You've got a lot of people coming and going in here, but I just wanted to say hello and let my crowd take a good look at you again.
Great to see you.
All righty. Well, thank you.
Sure.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.